Hi everyone, my name is Timur Akhriev and this is my little presentation for an opening on March 19th at Portraiture and Figurative Fine Art. For my show, for my part, I will have an eclectic collection of paintings that I've done throughout last year and maybe sometimes before then. It will consist of several still lifes, landscapes and some figurative work from around the world. In still lifes, my mom and I connected throughout intensity of color. However, it's also a very subtle approach to color, which requires a lot of time to paint. Compositionally, we're a little different, where I dominantly use maybe one subject matter, such as a Russian teapot. Landscape is very important to me because in the last several years I noticed that I paint a little bit more in the studio and use photograph for my figurative work as reference a little bit more, especially in the past year, as you see people a little bit less these days. This world is such a complex, interesting place that I would feel almost guilty if I don't paint something. When I travel, I meet friends in Russia, and one of my best friends, Tatiana, whom I painted in Hermitage and made a painting about her with the Northern Lights. I wanted some sort of a relief also for myself, where I want to experiment with what will happen if I do this in contrast to maybe bullfighting. I would say always immediately comes to mind Jamie White. I absolutely love and obsessed with his work. Of course, yes, Andrew White is the Repin, Ilya Repin, Fashion, Korovin, Serov. I went to my friend's farm and they have horses, so they ride their horses on the trail. And I specifically chose that time of the day because everything kind of turns into this beautiful rosy purplish color in the evening, especially in Tennessee, with so much humidity. The sky just turns this gorgeous pearl color almost at night. And at first the painting was just about the heel and the sunspots that are running through, like that soft evening light that comes to the trees and looks so beautiful, almost ephemeral. And I remember painting it there, and my aunt Heidi would ride her horse there, and she appeared on a hill. And I was like, oh, that's what's been missing, there's that tree on the right hand side. And I thought, oh, to balance this out, the rider is going to be a good contrast. So she stood there for about 20-30 minutes, and I had a blast painting it because I knew horses moving, and a person can stand there for days on end, so I painted almost in more expressive way versus a very controlled approach to the whole painting. And I loved how those two things came together. It was almost like a collage that fit in the right place. She was there in the right place in the right time, and so was I.